Welcome to Solano Community College's Disability Services Program Frequently Asked Questions. What is the function of the Disability Services Program, known as DSP? DSP assists the college in complying with Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, which states that no qualified individual with disabilities shall, on the basis of their disability, be excluded from the participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subject to discrimination under any post-secondary program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. What are the obligations of students with disabilities? In order to enjoy the protections of Section 504 and the ADA, the student has an obligation to self-identify that he or she has a disability and needs accommodations. The institution may require that the student provide appropriate documentation in order to establish the disability and the need for accommodations. How does DSP know if a student has a disability? According to Section 504, a person with a disability includes any person who has a physical or mental impairment which substantially limits one or more of such person's major life activities, has a record of such an impairment, or is regarded as having such an impairment. The law recognizes education as being a major life activity. Further, verification of a disability must be on file in order for DSP to provide services. Verification may be in letter format, on a form provided by the verifying professional, or observation by a DSP professional staff with review by DSP coordinator. What are support services? Support services are those specialized services available to students with disabilities which are in addition to the regular services provided to all students. Such services enable students to participate in regular activities, programs, and classes offered by the college. For example, note takers, books in Braille for the blind, interpreters for the deaf, and alternate media support. How do students know what services they need? After the student's educational needs have been identified by the DSP counselor or other qualified professional, the DSP counselor will meet with the student to complete the Educational Assistance and Measurable Progress Form, formerly the SEC, which not only lists the educational goals of the student, but identifies the appropriate services to accommodate the educational needs. Is a student's disability information kept confidential? The DSP office treats all student information with the strictest confidentiality. The information we have about students consists mostly of educational records and is thus governed by the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA guidelines. However, documentation of a disability often includes psychological or medical reports that fall under the category of health information, which falls under the Health Information Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA. Therefore, we will protect student information by following both FERPA and HIPAA guidelines. I hope your questions have been answered. Thank you.